type any questions you have throughout the webinar into the chat panel. The moderator, Kaylee Williams, the NAON Education Coordinator, will notify me at the end of the presentation during the Q&A portion of any questions received. Okay, let's get started. During today's webinar, we will be discussing the following: the expected audience, the joint connection, exhibitor resource page, registration, housing, on-site and year-round benefits, exhibitor service kit, shipping, exhibitor marketing kit, and upcoming deadlines. So you can see there's a lot to cover, so let's jump right in. I am Linda Trummel, as I mentioned. I'm the NAON Trade Show Manager. I have been working with NAON for the past 7 years and can assist with any logistical questions you have leading up to the event. I'd also like to introduce my teammate, Sarah Appleton, the NAON National Sales Director. You've all likely already talked with Sarah in securing your booth. However, if you need to add on any items to your package, such as a focus group or vendor lunch program, she is the person to reach out to. The mission of the National Association of Orthopedic Nurses is to advance the specialty of orthopedic nursing through the excellence in research, education, and nursing practice. On-site in Albuquerque, we are expecting close to 1,000 attendees and over 30 exhibiting companies. Who are the attendees? 70% have more than 10 years of experience, 45% have more than 20 years of experience, and 27% work in a managerial role. This will be a great opportunity to be in front of a very experienced group and also share your knowledge with some new to the industry as well. The most common positions our attendees hold are staff nurse, nurse manager, supervisor coordinator, nurse practitioner, and instructor educator. What is the Joint Connection? So for anyone that's new, the Joint Connection began in 2015. It is an innovative take on a traditional exhibit hall, which immerses attendees in one all-you-can-do area. Attendees can network with exhibitors, chat with each other, enjoy a snack, watch a presentation at the stage, or take a quick break. If the nurses are not in a session, we want them to be in the Joint Connection, taking advantage of everything it has to offer. So just so you can see it further, there are 6 key areas of the Joint Connection in addition to the exhibitors. The first is the NAON Resource Center, which is down here in the right-hand corner. It's a place for attendees to go and buy NAON merchandise, educational and practice resources, and ask about membership. The second is the Joint Connection Lounge, which is here in the center. This provides a place for attendees to relax, charge their phone, and network with one another. Next is the Creativity Zone, which we're bringing back for year 2. We're going to have a lot of fun activities in there once again with arts and crafts, board games, taking a selfie with Louie, Bone Strong and his girlfriend, and more. And then the posters are located in the back of the Joint Connection. These are education related and nurses can receive CNE credit by viewing and reading the posters. And then the stage over here on the back right-hand side will host presentations by various exhibitors presenting about new products and services to assist orthopedic nurses in their day-to-day. In addition to these presentations, NAON will be hosting Orthopedic Olympics in the Passport to Prizes drawing here. So included in your exhibitor package is an opportunity to do a 15-minute presentation in the stage area, and more details will be shared about this later on in the webinar. And then finally, we have 2 here and over here, cyber stations, which will have laptops available for the nurses to use to enter in their information to receive CNE credits and to browse the internet and check email. So where will the Joint Connection be located? It'll be located in Exhibit Hall 2 of the Albuquerque Convention Center. The main entrance to this space will be on the corner of 2nd Street and to Harris Boulevard, which is right here. There's a couple sets of doors. And then with this entrance here is in walking distance to all 3 conference hotels. And registration will be located just outside the entrance to the Joint Connection, as it's identified with the red arrow, where you can pick up your badge when you arrive. So all in one space there. Move-in will begin on Friday, May 18th at 12 p.m. and will end on Saturday, May 19th at 1 p.m. All exhibitors must be set by 1 o'clock on Saturday. The Joint Connection will then open at 2 o'clock. The Joint Connection hours I have listed here are the times the Joint Connection will be open to all attendees and exhibitors. On the next slide, I will review the dedicated exhibit hours. The purpose of the Joint Connection is to be available during all hours of Congress so the nurses have somewhere to go between sessions. Therefore, we have it open for several hours each day, but do not require you and your team to be in your booth this entire time. And finally, move out will be on Monday from 12 o'clock to 5. All exhibitors must be clear of the hall by 5 p.m. on Monday. The dedicated exhibitor hours are as follows. Saturday, 2 to 4 o'clock. This is a time for the attendees to view the joint connection prior to the opening ceremony. We'll have light snacks, tea, and lemonade available during this time. Saturday evening from 6:15 to 7:45 p.m. is the opening reception. There will be light hors d'oeuvres available as well as a cash bar. Each full conference attendee will also receive a drink ticket they can use at either this reception or during the Congress party taking place on Sunday evening. On Sunday, the dedicated hours are from 1:15 to 3:15 p.m. There will be an ice cream break starting at 1:15 to encourage nurses to come back from lunch and spend time in the joint connection. The last day of exhibits will take place on Monday from 10:30 to 12 o'clock. On this day, we host the NAON Mall, which consists of chapters that sell various items to raise money for their local chapter. In addition, we will be doing the prize drawing for the Bones Bingo game card as well as passport prizes. Okay, the exhibitor resource page is a great tool to reference when you have questions. Here is a direct link to the page, which can also be found under the Exhibit at Congress section of the website. I'm going to go to the page now. So here on the exhibitor resources page, you start with some promotional opportunities. So if you're looking for any additional sponsorships or visibility, we have our prospectus there, marketing kit, NAON logo, and some web banners so you can advertise you're participating in our event. We've got general conference and exhibitor information, so housing and travel, a link to the online floor plan, critical dates and checklist, along with an exhibitor FAQ page. And then here I also posted newsletters as well as this webinar recording will be posted here as well for future reference. Then we've got our hotel room block information, our joint connection schedule with the dedicated hours called out, and then finally the exhibitor service kit and exhibitor registration. So you've got direct links there as well to reference. And of course, if you have any questions, you can let us know. So that's a great page to reference. I'm constantly updating it with new information as it comes out and as I send it. So if you can't find an email or whatnot, I would just refer to the exhibitor resource page. Exhibitor registration is open. You should have received an email from Eric with our registration team. Included with your booth, if you're a Tier 1 exhibitor, are 4 complimentary joint connection only registrations and 2 complimentary full conference registrations. And for Tier 2 exhibitors, you receive 2 complimentary joint connection only and 1 complimentary full conference. Please note that no one is automatically registered, so if you are going to the event, you will need to register yourself and anyone else from your team. Additional joint connection only badges are available for $100 a piece, and then the deadline to register is Friday, May 11th. So if you have any questions, if you can't find the email that was originally sent to you, you can just email that registration@orthonurse.org and Eric will get back to you with that information. For housing, if you've not done so already, be sure to book your housing. There are 3 official hotels for NAON, the Hyatt Regency, the Doubletree, and the Hotel Andalus. They are all within walking distance to the convention center. And if you've never been to Albuquerque, the Hotel Andalus is a really neat, unique experience. So it's different than maybe a traditional hotel, but offers you, it's just a historic hotel that would be a really neat option to stay at if you're looking for something different than just your standard, Hyatt or Doubletree experience. Okay, so moving into the on-site benefits, hopefully I still have you all with me. You should have received a confirmation email after completing your exhibit space contract that included a PDF, which outlines all of your benefits included in your exhibitor package along with associated deadlines. That's essentially your Bible for this event, so please reference that. There are several action items, so during this section I will be reviewing all on-site benefits and deadlines associated with these benefits, so that's clear to you. The first is your booth setup. So here's a rendering of your booth at NAON. It will be a 10 by 10 or 10 by 20 booth with 8-foot high black back drape and 3-foot high side drape with tuxedo carpet, so that's gray and black speckled carpet. Included is daily vacuuming of your booth along with either 1 or 2 6-foot skirted tables, depending on your package, 2 or 4 chairs, and 1 wastebasket. Please note if you had exhibited with NAON in the past, the booths used to be hard wall. There will no longer be hard wall, but rather standard pipe and drape used at most shows. So that's why I wanted to include pictures, so you know that we're going back to the pipe and drape and no longer doing the hard wall booths. Following this webinar, benefits email will be sent to you outlining several of the on-site benefits and the action items key deadline dates. These items are the stage presentation, giveaway item selection, passport to prizes question and answer, mobile app push notification, and chapter lunch and invite. We'll review each one of these next and what will be needed from you. The emails will be sent to companies in the order their contract was received. So if you submitted your contract early on, so likely at the show last year, you'll be first to receive the email and we'll have the first pick of options. If you submitted your contract at a later date, please be patient as I need to hear from those choosing their items time slots before I can reach out to you. So it's an order of contract receive date that I'll be reaching out. Okay, the first on-site benefit is the stage presentation. Your company has the opportunity to present a 15-minute session at the stage within the joint connection. Please note that sessions should be presented with a customer focus or showcase a success story using industry best practices. We found that customer focused stories and that sort of focus versus a sales pitch is much more successful with our nurses. So, and we'll keep them engaged. And like I said, it's 15 minutes, so it's pretty quick. But if you can share, any success stories that you might have had with your product, that would be awesome. If you are interested in presenting, you will need to select a day and time from the options noted in the benefit email you will receive. Please respond to this email as soon as possible, but no later than the deadline date as a courtesy to those exhibitors selecting after you. They cannot select until we've received your preferences. And then in addition to the time slot, you will need to submit your presentation content, including company name, speaker title, and session description. And that is due by Monday, April 23rd. Okay, next item, which is a super fun one and the nurses get really excited about. NAON will provide each exhibiting company with a NAON branded giveaway to drive traffic to your exhibit space. These items are unique every year. So these are the ones that we've chosen for 2018. The giveaways can be chosen on a first come, first served basis based on contract receive date, as I mentioned. For this year, we have 5 items. So we've got the magnets, pens, junior portfolios, mouse pads, and recovery kits. And the deadline to submit your choice will be in April, and selection of your item will be based on contract receive date. So this and the time slot for speaking are the 2 urgent items. And once I get those details, then I can move on to the next exhibitor to select their items. Okay, mobile app push notification is the next benefit. Your company has the opportunity to submit a push notification to be sent to attendees through the mobile app during the conference. To take advantage of this benefit, you will need to submit your preferred date, time, subject, and body copy by Monday, April 23rd. So this is a great benefit, really simple, great way to reach a wider audience. Okay, the next item is Passport to Prizes. Your company will be able to participate in Passport to Prizes for no additional fee. Passport to Prizes is a program designed to drive attendees to your exhibit space. All attendees receive a Passport to Prizes card, and they must visit, answer the questions, and receive a stamp from all participating exhibiting companies. At the end of the event, their completed cards are entered into a drawing, and NAON gives away prizes to the winners, and the prizes will be provided by NAON. So if you're interested in participating, you will need to submit a question that you would like to be printed on all attendees' game cards, as you can see in this example on the screen, along with a one-word answer. True or false is an option to keep the answer simple. This question should be an interesting fact about your company, product, or services. Okay, the chapter lunch invite. Your company will receive 1 invitation to network with over 50 of NAON's key chapter leaders at the NAON Chapter Leadership Luncheon taking place on Saturday, May 19th from 12 to 12:45 p.m. The Chapter Leadership Luncheon is an opportunity for chapter leaders and their members from around the globe to come together to ask questions of one another and bring best practices back to their local chapter. So I've heard great feedback from this year over year that this is a great place to connect with nurses, especially the leaders in the field, and it's just a nice time over lunch to be able to strike up conversation that's outside of your booth. So please RSVP to exhibit@orthonurse.org with the first and last name along with the email address of the person accepting the invitation by Friday, May 4th. An email will be sent directly to this individual closer to the event date with more information. Okay, matchmaking. Your company will be able to meet with 1 individual from the attendee list for NAON to schedule a pre-assigned meeting. 4 weeks prior to the conference, NAON will send a list of attendees to your company to choose the top 5 people you would like to meet with. One meeting will be arranged depending on availability of the people selected. NAON will provide a stipend for participants. The individual you'll be meeting with, along with the date and time of the meeting, will be sent to you prior to arriving on site. So look out for that list the week of April 16th. I'll need a pretty quick turnaround. You got a couple weeks to select your 5 attendees. The sooner the better, so then we can reach out to them in the your order of preference to see if they will agree to meet with you. And then for Tier 1 only, this year you have 15 minutes with Louie Bonestrong in your booth. If you've not been in NAON, this might seem like a strange benefit. However, the nurses love Louie. So 15 minutes with Louie in your booth can be a big traffic driver, as the nurses like getting their photo taken with him. We will be scheduling each of the companies that purchase the Tier 1 package for 15 minutes with Louie during dedicated exhibit hours. The time will be noted in your pre-show email you receive about 1 week out from the event. So this is kind of a silly, goofy one, but it's fun. Okay, Congress Party. All registered booth personnel are invited to attend the Congress Party on Sunday, May 20th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. This year it is sponsored by Solution Matrix, and the theme is With a Little Help from My Friends, Beatles. So bring your favorite Beatles t-shirt and your British spirit, and it'd be great to have you all there. And this is a time for the nurses to let loose and enjoy music, food, and drinks and socialize together. So please join if you're available. It's in the Civic Plaza, which is outside of the convention center, which is really exciting. This picture is from last year. We've usually done it inside the ballroom, but we are venturing out in Albuquerque and excited for a new experience for everybody. Still lots of dancing and music and everything. And then year-round benefits. So that includes the on-site benefits piece. I know that was a lot, so thank you for your patience. And then you also receive year-round benefits that need to be used by December 31st, 2018. These include a one-time use of the membership mailing list, product webinar announcement on the NAON website and via email, 1 membership dedicated email blast, and 2 2018 NAON memberships to give to a customer or someone on your team. Further details are included in your confirmation PDF that you should receive that benefits email. But if you have any questions on any of these items, I'd be happy to help answer them. But a lot of great benefits as well that are outside of just the Congress event. Okay, moving along to some final details. The exhibitor service kit. The general service contractor for the NAON Annual Congress is Freeman. NAON partners with Freeman each year to provide all exhibitor services along with graphics and furnishings needed throughout the event. You should have received an email from Freeman with a link to the service kit. If you did not, please email me at exhibit@orthonurse.org and I can have it resent to you. As a reminder, your booth includes 6-foot tables, 1 or 2, and 2 to 4 chairs, depending on your package, 1 base basket and carpet. Any audiovisual, electrical, floral, food and beverage required will need to be ordered separately. Internet will be available within the joint connection. However, for mission critical items, we recommend ordering your own connection through the Albuquerque Convention Center. The discount deadline for all services provided by Freeman is Thursday, April 26th, so be sure to get your orders in before that date. Shipping. It is highly recommended to ship your items to the warehouse well in advance of the show to ensure they arrive to your booth on time. Shipments will be accepted at the warehouse starting Tuesday, April 17th through Thursday, May 10th. Material arriving after May 10th will be received at the warehouse with an additional after deadline charge. Shipments need to arrive Monday through Friday between 8 and 3:30 p.m. Be sure to label all items using the label in the exhibitor service kit. And then direct to show site shipments cannot be delivered prior to Thursday, May 17th, as Freeman will not be at the facility to receive the package. If you attempt to ship something to arrive prior to May 17th, they'll be turned away. So just keep in mind, try to ship everything to the warehouse. If you do decide, if you have something last minute to ship to the convention center, be sure it doesn't arrive prior to Thursday, May 17th. Okay, the exhibitor marketing kit is a kit that includes promotional items to help market your participation at the NAON 30th Annual Congress. And I pointed this out a little bit on the resource page, so you can reference that page for these items. But you've got the email promotional message, which you can personalize and send to all of your customers and or your company email distribution list, a template for a blog web copy to post to your website or if you have a blog, press release you can customize and send to your preferred media outlets, and then a web banner you can post on your company website or using your professional email signature, and there are 2 file sizes, small and large. And And like I mentioned, I did send an email out on March 14th with this information, but it's also on the resource page. Okay, upcoming deadlines. We've got the advanced shipments accepted at the Freeman warehouse starting Tuesday, April 17th. So start to get your items organized. And then Friday, April 20th, all exhibit space must be paid for in full if you haven't paid already. EAC form is due if you are using an exhibitor appointed contractor for your booth. Book your hotel reservations by this date to receive the discounted date or rate. And then Thursday, April 26th is that Freeman discount deadline for carpet cleaning, exhibit transportation, material handling. And then also the deadline for submitting an exhibitor sponsored hospitality entertainment function request form. So that's basically if you're planning to do any hospitality outside of the exhibit hall, there is a form to complete as there are hours that you can't compete with NAON scheduled activities. And then benefits deadline, the stage presentation time slot and the giveaway item selection will vary. For the first couple that will receive this email, your deadline is going to be Tuesday. So I give everybody about 3 days to evaluate and review, but the sooner you can respond, the better would be great. And then Monday, April 23rd is the deadline for your stage presentation content if you decide to present, along with the mobile app push notification. And then Monday, April 30th is the deadline to submit your question and answer for the Passport to Prizes card. And then Friday, May 4th is the deadline to submit your name, the name and email of the chapter luncheon attendee, along with the 5 names that you would like to set up a one-on-one meeting with. And know that all these benefits are optional. So if you're interested in only participating in a couple, or for compliance reasons, you can only do a few things, that's absolutely fine. Just let me know. When I do send the benefits email out that, you know, XYZ doesn't apply to me and these things do. So that'd be great. Okay, so we've reached the end. Time for questions. Kaylee, did you receive any questions from the group?
Yes, we have one question on a clarification of a date.
Okay.
Did you perhaps mean April 17th?
April 17th for, did they say what the item was?
No.
Okay. So I know April 17th was a date, it's a Tuesday, that the warehouse is going to start receiving shipments. I know that's what the date was. You can also always email any questions to the exhibit@orthoNurse.org email inbox, and I can answer those directly too. That's easier.
I'll leave a couple seconds for any more questions. All right, we haven't received any more questions.
Okay, so like I said, you can call or email me. I'm happy to help answer anything. And then the recording of this webinar will be posted on the exhibitor resource page and included in the next exhibitor newsletter being sent in mid-April. So thank you all for joining us today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.